All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Makar Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Honors and salutations to all sincere Akim throughout the four corners of this earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. And to the Akwathium and the children that believe on the true names of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, and his Son's name is Yahweh Shai. Yah meaning he, Hawa means exist. Yahweh Shai, Yah meaning he, Hawa Shai means deliverer. Because he's going to deliver us out this captivity and he's on his way back. Know that. Alright? My name is Maka Allah Bun Gad Bun Yasha Allah from the Watchman Philadelphia camp. And you know, it's been on my spirit. Shalakia, I ain't put a video up in a little bit. It ain't been too long, but it's long enough. You know? But we always doing this work, man. Whether it's on camera or off camera. We always doing this work. So the work is never done. You know, you do this work so much, you be like, damn, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's however the spirit hops on you, man. Alright? But it's just been on my spirit to go over the book of Daniel, chapter 3. Alright, because that's a heavy chapter right there. You know? And guess what? We coming right back into those times. That's why the scripture says was written aforetime is for our learning and for our understanding. All right? So we're just going to hop right into it, man. I hope that this lesson is edifying. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, Nebuchadnezzar, the king, made an image of gold, whose height was 3 score cubits. Matter of fact, I believe a score is 20. So that's what? 3 square, that's 20 cubits. Salakia, 60 cubits. Alright? That's a big ass statue, man. Height was 3 score cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. So that's like the capital. Alright, it says, then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, Salah. It says, then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces, to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. So now, when I read that, man, you got to think about how Esau does it now, because there's nothing new under the sun, man. So just say like, all right, Philadelphia, they had the Rockies statue. They called everybody together to come, basically say worship that shit, because that's what they were doing, you know. They had what, the Martin Luther King, Martin Lucifer King image in D.C. That tall ass statue, them like all these niggas going to worship this shit. So they giving you a God, man. Which ain't Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, man. Because Esau know that you Israelites. You know? So they give you all these different false hopes and all that, and they call everybody together from the smallest to the highest, man. From the smallest to the highest, man. You know? Verse 3. Then the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Now look, man, you see that right there? That's how you know that all these people are in cahoots, man. Governors, judges, police, They all work for this. They all have the same common ground, man. That's to make money for the king. Who's the king? First of all, it's going to be Donald Trump right now. But your ultimate king in this kingdom, we're going to say the international bankers, man. Because they are the kings, man. They're the ones that's ruling. They're sitting on the throne right now. But that throne is being ripped from under their motherfucking ass, man. You know? Verse 4. It says, Alright, verse 4 says, Then a herald cried aloud to you, it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages. So what you have right here in America. Now this is ancient Babylon. So back then they had the same thing, all different nations and tongues underneath them. You know? The same way you have right now in America, man. Alright? Different nations and languages, so everybody didn't speak the same language, man. You know? Just like you have right here in America, which you have niggas speak Chinese, Japanese, English, Spanish, Portuguese, or whatever the fuck these niggas be speaking, man. You know? Verse 5 says, that at what time do ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, salakia, dual chimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king hath set up. So look, man, that's like when they tell you, you gotta every time they say the Star Spangled Banner, you supposed to stand up and put your hand over your heart. That's basically a decree. And if you don't do that, they're like, yo, that nigga's a piece of shit. All right? They basically saying you a piece of shit. And they try to put that nigga Colin Kaepernick to make a I guess you could say he said that nigga set up anyway, man. You know, he set up by the elite. Cause what he was paying homage to him, man, doing up that dumbass 666 bullshit, the number of men, you know, which we can go into that. That's a whole nother topic. We're just gonna stick to this script real quick, and yo, check this out. If you go into the Apocrypha, and it's the song of the three holy children, that's basically talking about right here what we're reading right now. And actually, in the Apocrypha, it goes a little deeper on talking about what these brothers said. But we're gonna keep going in Daniel, man. Okay, it says, and whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. So check this out. America is going to be that burning fiery furnace, man. You know, which brings me to Revelation. All right, to back that scripture up, we're gonna go to Revelation 13 and 15. All right, because you know these bastards had the power to do all that, man, because it was given to them. You know, but they time is up, man. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So that's back then. So if you ain't worship that image that Nebuchadnezzar threw up, guess what? You was going to be put to death when they fucking played their music and all that. It could be, let's say, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you working and shit. They start playing, she's supposed to turn, stop, and be like, oh, to the fucking image, man. Some bullshit. All right? In America, they pattern the same thing, man. You gotta worship these women. You know? Worship their system. Unless you're going against the grain and all that shit, man. It's a bunch of caca, man. Verse 7. Shalakia, man, my ear keep itching. It says, therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, and the languages fell down and worshiped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar, the king, had set up, man. So them niggas was a bunch of suckers, even the Israelites back then. Certain ones that wasn't of the elect, because the elect ain't going for that shit. And these three brothers, which we going to get to it, they represent what? The elect in their time. All right? It says, wherefore at that time, certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews. So let's get, we're going to get Ezra chapter 4, starting at verse 12, man. Check it out, man. Chapter 4, verse 12. It's the book of Ezra, starting at verse 12, we're going to go all the way to 16. It's the book of Ezra, chapter 4. Salakia. Chapter 4, verse 12, it says, be it known unto the king that the Jews which came up from thee to us are come unto Jerusalem, building the rebellious, Salakia, unto the building the rebellious and the bad city, and have set up the walls thereof, and joined the foundation. So that's talking about the Israelites joining together, man. Coming together, not going for the bullshit that these so-called rulers in that time and now, like the elect now, the so-called elect, I ain't gonna say so-called, the hopeful elect, you know, they really not going for this bullshit. They really want this place to be gone. They really worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah all day, every day, all the time, man. You know? And guess what? Esau sees that, they're like, whoa. Like that movie, Belly, with the dude, what was his name? Cain and Minister Society. And he was biting a banana. He was like, I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit. I'm gonna drop a dime on them niggas. That's what Esau trying to do now. Even our own people, man. They're like, yo, these niggas, they serious, man. You know? And even coming into the mark of the beast, man. Revelation 13 and 16. You know? Coming into that. Look, they're going to try to give us up, man. They'll be killed. And check it out. Matter of fact, I'll read it. It says, be it known now unto the king that if this city be builded, now what's this city? Israel. Jerusalem, the Israelites. If this city be builded and the walls set up again, then will they not pay toll, tribute, and custom, and so thou shalt in damage the revenue of the kings. So, yo, all this thing about with them is money, man. And guess what? When we go out on the highways and byways and do lessons like this and all that, man, we hurting the king's pockets, man. You know? And people like, yo, they just flagged a video of mine called You Go to School to Become Dumb, man. Talking about for some music purposes. I'm on the motherfucking highway, nigga. It's music, niggas rob all the time with music on. That's how you know the family of the word coming. You know? This thing is over, man. All right, verse 14 says, now because we have maintenance from the king's palace, and it was not meet for us to see the king's dishonor. So these people don't want to see the king go down. They don't want to see America go down. You know? So anybody that's in the truth, the hopeful elect, that's really bringing it, what these niggas doing, man? They trying to get you out of there. You know? It says, therefore, have we sent and certified the king that search may be made in the book of the records of thy fathers. So shalt thou find in the book of the records and know that this city is a rebellious city and hurtful unto kings and provinces, and that they have moved sedition within the same of the old time, from which cause was this city destroyed. Now let's look up sedition. It's revolt. All right. So that means you're going against that bullshit that Esau kicking, man. You know? You're going against that bullshit that Esau kicking. Straight up. Straight up, man. And that's what we do, man. All right, we're going to go to verse 9. Because they really going to try to turn us in, man. They already doing it behind our back. Like, yo, it tells you in the scriptures, your mother try to turn you in, man. Your father, whoever. All right, verse 9 says, they spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. You see that? Nebuchadnezzar, what he represents? The king of Babylon, Babal, confusion. Edomite. They wanted him to live forever. Like niggas want America to reign forever and thrive forever. Because they happy being in fucking captivity, man. And yeah, I use a lot of languages that people might not like. And if you don't like it, fuck it. Unsubscribe. I don't need no goddamn subscribers. Because the truth gonna go the fuck out, man. Alright? Verse 10 says, Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image, man. So that's like a law. You know, Esau always making laws and shit, man. He always making laws. And yo, they make a law every time for some nut ass shit, man. Straight up. Some nut ass shit. Alright, it says, and whosoever falleth not down and worshipeth, that he should be cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace, man. That's like us coming out here. Now, we know that we can get locked up. We can get killed and all that, man. There's going to come a time when you're going to have to get that mark, man. And who ain't going to get it? The elite of Yasharallah. The elect. All right? They not going to get that shit, man. You know? And they gonna tell you, I'll kill you, nigga. So the fuck what? Kill me, nigga. Do me a favor, man. I'd rather die than be in this fucking society any fucking way, man. And Esau, I know you hear us, man. I know you hear us, Esau. So come and try it, man. It says, there are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon. Here we go. This is what I wanted right here. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Now let's get that, man. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And that wasn't even their names, man. That's like, you know, when you came to Babylon, we all had Hebrew names before we got to this Babylon. All right? Before we got to this Babylon. And what they do, they changed our name. Your name, like if you watch that movie Roots, they whooped it into him. Whoosh, your name is Toby. He like, no, Kunta Kinte. Whoosh, your name is Toby. And they broke that nigga till he said his name was fucking Toby, man. All right, but check it out. Now, this is the names that the king gave him. Now, look, the first one was Shadrach, right? Which means royal, or the great scribe, the godly friend of Daniel, whom Nebuchadnezzar named Shadrach, one of the three friends who with Daniel refused to make themselves unclean by eating food from the king's table, which went against the dietary laws which the Most High had given the Jews. Also, one of the three whom were thrown into a fiery furnace for refusing to bow down to a graven image of Nebuchadnezzar, and who were saved by the angel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You see that, man? So they were saved. For what? Going against the grain of this society, man. And why was Nebuchadnezzar mad at him? Because he set him up to be like, yo, y'all. And yo, that's why he said his name meant royal. Meshach, guest of the Salakia, guest of the king. And it reads the same thing about who he was. Abednego, servant of Nebo. Okay? And it's saying it reads the same thing, man. They were all saved by the angel of the Lord, all right? Now let's get it. Verse 13. It says, Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. So no. Now if you read, like I said earlier, in the song of the three holy children, in the Apocrypha, you'll get their real names. I'm gonna let y'all brothers do that, man. Go research it for yourself. All right. They brought him before the king, right? It says, Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? So that's Esau's pride. Yo, you think you're the Most High, and you trying to rule over his children, which you was set up back then to do that. But we had to turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua even back then, and even more right now, man. You know, because Esau is what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's whooping stick, his correction stick. When we fuck up, he uses Esau to put us back in line, so to speak. But guess what, man? Esau's about to be done away with, man. They going into slavery, man. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is sick of this wicked ass kingdom, man. You know? All right. He said, was he set up, right? Verse 15. Now if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and chimer, Salakia, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you, man? So this nigga was mocking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Saying who is that God? Because Esau, they trust in their blessing, their weapons and what they can do physically, you know. But they're not spiritual. They don't know about, they don't believe that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is more powerful than them. They think they powerful. And why they think that? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua put that thought in their mind, man. You know, he put that thought in their mind, man. All right. Verse 16 says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. So let's go to Matthew chapter 10 and 19. Because, yo, I'm telling you, it's going to come a time where we're going to have to do this, man. You know, because these cops, I mean, these government agents and all that, Gerger and all that shit, they gunning for us, man. You know? But check this out. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and 19. It says, But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak. For it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak, man. Hey. And that same hour is going to be given to us, man. You know? So you like, and then you're not supposed to be afraid of these things anyway. So when they snatch you up, they're going to ask you all type of dumbass questions. Yo, what? Are you a terrorist? Are you this? Are you that? Nigga, how about, yo, get the fuck out of my face, man. Whatever Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua put on your heart, you going to say it, man. How about that? Verse 17. If it be so, our power, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. So they have faith. And he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. And they called this nigga king because they was being facetious, man. They're like, yeah, he's going to deliver us out of your hand, O king. You a king, but you ain't the king of kings, nigga. Esau, you ain't the king of kings, nigga. This is Micah 7:7. It says, therefore I will look unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. I will wait for the Most High of my salvation. My power will hear me. So he gonna hear us, man. Because guess what? In those times, you're gonna be fucking praying your heart out. Yo, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, I hope you with me. I hope you was with me. Right? I hope you are with me. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 1 and 10 that lets you know that you're not supposed to fear none of these things and know who got your back, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 1 and 10. It says, who delivered us up, Salakia? Who delivered us from so great a death, and doth deliver in whom we trust that he will yet deliver us, man. Come on, man. Yahweh Shah gonna deliver us, man, from all this shit. And look, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, even in the face of fucking of death, they still held fast, man. So this shit right here is relevant, man. This is relevant. All right? This right here is real relevant. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop right there and start another video because I know how Israel's mindset is. So with that, to the next video, which is coming right now, I'm gonna say shalom.